Good evening. My name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. On tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about Irish coffees. With St. Patrick's Day coming up here very soon, I thought it'd be a fun little blind taste test to put up all these different budget Irish whiskeys against each other and find out what tasted best as an Irish coffee. Now, you can make Irish coffees with hot coffee, and that's fine enough. Personally, I prefer it cold, and I'm going to put a rock with it so it's nice and chilled. And then we're going to add a little bit of a whipped topping on there as well, just to kind of add to the experience. The nice thing is with the Irish whiskeys, they're all in that budget area, and all of them besides the Jameson Cold Brew are 40% ABVs, where the Jameson Cold Brew is at 30. For the coffee liqueur itself, I'm using St. George's that comes in at 25% ABV. The interesting thing a lot of people recommend is Mr. Black, but I can't find that in my market. I actually can't find it in the state of Indiana from everywhere I search. I can order it online, but just haven't gotten around to it. But I've had great luck with St. George. I definitely recommend it. So what I'm going to do is each of these glasses actually have the bottle it's going to be associated with. And I'm going to mix them up. We're going to have them all changed around so I don't know which one's which. We're going to do a taste test and find out which one tastes the best as an Irish coffee. Now the recipe we're going to be using is going to be 3 ounces of coffee liqueur and 1.5 ounces of the Irish whiskey, where the cold brew I'm just going to bump it up to the 4.5 ounces, just so they're all on the same level for that. So give me a moment here and I'm going to get these made up. All right, we're back. I went ahead and added everything in there. Honestly, by color wise, you really can't tell any difference between them, which kind of surprised me a little bit, but kind of didn't. And then we're going to actually do some handshaken topping on there as well. You can use, whipped cream or canned cream, whatever you want to do. The nice thing is if you're doing these for friends, using heavy whipping cream and just shaking it up. Don't shake it too much, you're going to basically make butter, but we can actually put it there so it lays right on top. And big shout out to How to Drink to show me how to do this, because it was really cool. Same thing with his little recipe for this as well. I got from him as well last year. I think he did a video. So you want to kind of just listen to it. It'll start thickening up. Takes about 30 seconds or so. I'm not very good at shaking, as you can tell. All right, should be good enough for our tests. And I don't know which one's which, so we're just going to carefully pour some over the top. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and pour that across the top on each of them. All right. Got that poured across. God, those are gorgeous looking. A lot better than I was expecting it. Let's go for the first one. A little bitey. You definitely get the alcohol taste in this one. But you still get that bit of Irish in there that you can definitely tell it's an Irish. But it's got a very strong metallic taste in there. Part of me wonders if that might be the cold brew version already. Let's go for the next one. Oh, see, that's a lot softer. A little softer on there, not really much of that metallic that I was getting in the first one. That's good. Yeah. The nice thing when you use coffee liqueur versus hot coffee, I just find that you get a lot more flavor through the Irish and through the coffee itself. Then when you're doing taste tests, the downside is something like the kind of coffee you use, the temperature you brew it at. All that takes into consideration what that's going to taste like. And yeah, you could say the same thing with what Irish coffee, or not Irish coffee, what coffee liqueur you use. You're going to get a similar experience in my impressions. Let's go for the next one. That one is almost like water. The super easy to drink. I mean, when I say water, like it is so sippable. You're not really getting much of a much of anything on there. You're getting just that nice coffee. Yeah, you're just getting a nice, simple coffee in there. It's not bad, though. Let's go for next. Ooh. Wow, that one's got a lot of good flavor to it. Definitely the coffee is popping good. Get a very pungent coffee flavor, but you're also getting a very nice Irish in there too. Yeah, that's really good. I really, I think that one might be a favorite so far. I thought number 2 was my favorite so far, but I'm thinking number 4 is. Let's go for the last one. That's not bad either. You're getting a little bit of the metallic of an Irish, but it's not offensive. Again, the cream on top's helping cut a lot of that out of there. Boy, it's definitely not number 1. I don't like number 1. I think it's between number 4 and 5. Now, the first time I made this was about a year ago. I love the Tullamore Dew. I thought it did the best when I had it. I haven't done it with any of the others. Boy, which one do I like better? I think it's going to be number 4. Yeah. I think number 4 is the one I like the best. So I'd say 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. See what number 1 is. Number 1 is Jameson. Wow. It was very, very metallic on the taste. I'm not going to lie. The very first one was just not. It was very bitey, which Jameson can be very bitey. So that doesn't necessarily surprise me, but it does a little bit. So I said this one was my number 1. Next up, Proper 12. I swear I mixed these up. I took it and I played the shell game with them. I didn't think that one was bad. It was definitely not as metallic as the Jameson. I didn't think it was bad though. This one was like water. This is the Jameson cold brew. Okay. That kind of makes sense. Being that it's at a lower proof, we added water, we added coffee liqueur. It was like drinking a nice coffee, which again, I just put 100% with the coffee liqueur. I didn't mix it at all with that. I said this one was my favorite, which was Busch. Okay. I thought the Busch one was really good. That means this last one's Tullamore Dew, which, again, my first time making it was Tullamore Dew. I really enjoyed. But this was really good. Yeah. That is nice and simple coffee, but you still get a bit of the Irish notes in there without the metallic finish or the bite. I'm very happy with that one. Really surprised me. I did not expect Busch. I didn't expect this from Jameson just because it's classic Jameson. I didn't expect to like the Busch, the Proper 12 in there. And I expected this one to be higher up on my list. I was like, the Jameson cold brew should be one that works really well with this. And not that it didn't. It was just very transparent. Like, you got a little bit of coffee in there, but that was about it. But yeah, Bushmills. There you go, folks. A little test of Irish coffee. I'm really considering doing another episode and putting in things like Green Spot and Redbreast and some higher end Irish whiskeys. If that's something you guys would like to see, let me know down below. I might make up another video and do something like this. But hopefully for St. Patrick's Day or any occasion, you guys can use this recipe and have some fun with it. And honestly, with all that being said, as always, I hope your last drink of the night is the best one.
You know, I really like it. Might